Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about my pre-op appointments that I went to on yesterday. I did record video from yesterday, but for some reason it will not upload to YouTube whatsoever. So I'm having to sit down, and I don't know if it's because I recorded it on my tablet, but it just won't upload. So I just said I'll set up my camera and I'll record this video again. So hopefully it won't be as long. So as you guys know, I am preparing for breast augmentation surgery that's coming up in 5 days. And so yesterday was my pre-op appointment. So we discussed everything that's going to happen on surgery day. We discussed before care, after care, and all of that stuff. I got a pamphlet about the surgery center, which I'm very familiar with already. And it's actually about 10 minutes from my house, so it's not too far away. So I can get there pretty quickly and get home pretty quickly. So that's the great thing. And I think when I was deciding to do my surgery, I was looking at location, time spent on the road to go into pre-op visits and follow-up visits and so forth. So that's why I chose to get my breast augmentation in the city in which I live, even though I did find a plastic surgeon in another state that I would have loved to go with, but just because of logistics and the financial stress of it, I just decided that I would get it here. And I think that the surgeon that I've chose to do my surgery is amazing. His staff is awesome. His nurse has just been unbelievable, accessible. I mean, he's been accessible. So any questions that I've had, they have quickly responded with everything. I mean, even the list of questions that I emailed and I messaged him, I think it was last week, I got a quick response, and we went over those questions again yesterday in my pre-op visit face to face. So I really do appreciate that. So I got all of my pre-op medications, pre-op and post-op medications. So I have a total of 5 medications that was prescribed to me. And let's go down the list. So I got Duracell, which is a antibiotic. So I'll take that 2 times a day for 7 days after my surgery. Then I got Flexeril, which is a muscle relaxer, and I'll take that every 8 hours as needed for muscle spasms because my implants are going underneath my muscle and not on top. And I chose to go underneath because of health concerns, like whenever it's time for me to get mammograms and MRIs and ultrasounds of my breast, it will be a lot easier to read than if my implants were sitting on top. And then plus, if I had like have to have a breast biopsy again of any sort, it'd be easy for them to get to without having to cut the implant. If for some reason I did have to have a biopsy and my implant was cut or touched in any kind of way, my surgeon said that they would go in and they would replace it. Yeah. So I also got Pepsid. So I'll take one of those before surgery. It's 3 hours before surgery. So I take it about 4:30 in the morning before the day of my surgery, because I'm scheduled to get there at 6:30. My surgery is going to be at 7:30, which is going to last between 45 minutes to an hour. Then I got Demerol for pain, and I'll take one every 4 hours. And so what my nurse said, even though if I'm not feeling any pain or if I'm not having muscle spasms, to go ahead and take it anyway at the scheduled time, because you don't want it to hit you all at one time. But of course, I think I told you guys I want to try to do this with at least the least amount of pain medication as possible, because I really don't want to be out of it. I like to be coherent for everything. But she said, and even my surgeon said, he's gonna numb me very well to where I'll be numb for like 12 to 24 hours. I could have paid an extra cost of like $300 to $400 to get a different type of numbing medication that would have kept me numb and pretty much pain-free for 3 days. And I was like, I can use that money for something else. So I didn't take him up on that offer. But he said too that there was some type of effects from it. He didn't suggest it, but some patients do because they're scared of pain, but he feels I'm going to do very well. So I do have the Demerol, and then I have Phenergan, which is every 4 hours for nausea, and it says as needed. And she says that a lot of people do, even though they don't eat past the time, some people do get nauseated from the anesthesia. So go ahead and take one when I get home from after surgery, just to, and make sure I eat. So the thing about it is, get something on your stomach, regardless if you feel like eating or not, and take your medications, because you don't want to get sick from the medications, because that would be horrible. I think that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, those are the 5 I have, and I have them right here. I picked up my prescriptions yesterday, so whenever I get home from surgery, I will have everything set up. And so on Sunday night, I'm gonna set up my little area in my bedroom, and I thought about coming in here and setting up, because the bed in this room is a little lower, and I don't have to pretty much use any type of muscle, pectoral muscles, to push up to get off, because it sits really low. My bed sits high, but I was instructed for the first couple of days to kind of sleep upright, and I was given the okay to sleep on my side if I felt like it. But for the first couple of nights, sleep upright, because I'm gonna feel heavy in the chest, as if, you know, I'm gonna have problems breathing. So I'm gonna do that, but I'll set up my little nursing station, so to speak, and I'll probably show that to you guys in a video Sunday night. So I got that out of the way. So we talked about my implant size. So initially I was gonna go with the saline implants, 320. And so I did try those on again. The 320, I decided I'm gonna go with the cohesive gel, silicone, so cohesive gel implants. But the 320s, I put them on, and I looked like this. And I was like, what was I thinking? I was thinking in my mind, don't go big, don't go big, don't go big, don't go big. So the more I researched, and I looked at pictures, and I looked at videos, and I said, I know I need to go bigger in implant size. So I tried on the 350s, 375s, and 400s. And I took pictures, and I'll show it to you on my phone, because I'm not going to import these into the video, because I want to upload this as soon as I finish making the video. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but from that angle, that is a 375 implant. From this angle, that is a 400 size implant, which I really liked, the 400 size implant. And I was like, maybe I think I need to go 400. And then again, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then my surgeon said, because I have very little like breast tissue, like stretching my skin, and he said he probably could get the 400 in, but to be on the safe side, let's just do the 375. I kind of wish I got in the 400, but I did go with the 375 silicone cohesive gel. You guys really can't see this, but this is like with the 350s on. It didn't really give me the look I was going for. So I went with 375s, and I think I'll be happy with it. And the thing about the 400 is because right now I didn't want to look too top heavy, but I think the 400s would have been okay. But they have to order the implants, so they ordered them yesterday, and she said that they will be in today or tomorrow. It only takes like overnight, a couple of days to get them in, so they'll definitely be here for my surgery. So I did go with the 375 silicone cohesive gel high profile, it's like smooth round high profile implants, and I'm hoping I'm saying it right. I'll put it in the description box. So that's what I went with. And the cohesive gel is like the better gel to go with instead of just going with silicone. A lot of the plastic surgeons are not even just using silicone, they're using the cohesive gel, because if it's ruptured or if it's popped or cut or in any kind of way, the gel doesn't seep out, it just kind of stay together. It's, the consistency of it is like really, really thick. So it's not going to travel like in your bloodstream or anything like that. And those ruptures can be caught like on mammograms and MRIs and ultrasounds and so forth, which he does encourage every year to get that done, which I do anyway. So after my first post to you guys, I was looking at the different sizes of the breast implants. And so when I came across a picture of a pre-op person that was an A cup like myself, which I think I'm not really an A cup, I just think I'm just a cup. But anyway, post-op, she was a C, and she got the smooth, round, cohesive silicone gel high profile implants at 375 cc's. And so, and this is what, hopefully you guys can see that. That's what that looks like. So when I came across that, I was like, oh wow, I can do that. That's kind of what I want to look like. That was like the closest picture I came to that kind of mimic my breast size already and the outcome. And so, but I think the 400 implant, and as you guys can see, I'm probably regretting not getting the 400, but my sister was like, oh, that's gonna be too big, you know, because your statue. But anyway, so when I was playing around at home, so this is what I said I wanted to look like. And I think with the 400 cc's, it would have gave me that. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this works. At this point, the way that I see it, 375 is like 200% better than what I have now, believe it or not. So, so I've been playing around, and I'll do some before pictures and a couple of tops and throughout this journey. Well, I do some before shots before surgery, and then I do some after shots along the way, comparing what I look like now to what I'm looking like as time progresses and goes on after my surgery. So that's what I'm going with. And again, my surgery is in 5 days. And so we talked about gym time and all of that. So I'm taking 2 weeks off from work because I have a healing period. And so, I want to make sure that I'm going to be completely not on any type of medication or narcotics when I go to work, period. And not driving with anything in my system. That's my plans. So he did say after a couple of weeks, or he said even before then, he was like, he's had some patients that returned to do light cardio within a week. But definitely no lifting, like weightlifting or lifting anything heavy. He said for 4 to 6 weeks. At the 1 month mark, when you go in for your appointment, your post-op appointment, you discuss all of that. Like he examine you and see and do some, you know, just an assessment of where you are physically. And then he'll say, okay, you can start. But he said that because I'm going under the muscle, I'll lose about 10 to 15% of my strength. So right now I'm benching like what, 165, 162, something like that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go down to like maybe 150, 145, which is not bad. He said over the course of time, he said, yeah, your pectoral muscles are gonna be weak, but over time, you will get your strength back. Like you learn to adapt to what's, or something he said, but you'll get it back, but it's just gonna be over a course of time. It's not gonna be immediately. And he was like, even dumbbells or like pull-ups, he's like, when you do it, you're gonna feel like you're tearing something. It's gonna be very uncomfortable. So that's why he encouraged people to wait at least 6 weeks before they touch anything upper body. He's like, lower body stuff is fine, but you know, just try to take it easy because you don't want to come in and have to get something repaired because you didn't follow direction. So I'm following direction. If I feel like I need to do some cardio, I'll walk in my subdivision. But for the next 2 weeks, I plan on just taking it completely easy. I know I'm probably gonna make another video and be like, hey, I went walking and I walked like whatever miles, but my plans are to take it easy. I'll be off work. So I just want to rest. I just really want to rest because I know this is gonna take a toll on my body, and plus coming out of a competition, and I had 3 back-to-back competitions, so I really would just want to give my body time to heal. I want to do like reverse dieting, which is eating more carbs to kind of lean out a little more, bulk up a little more, because it'll be off season for me, but that's a whole nother video. But anyway, so I wanted to bring this to you guys, and I hope that this is all informative. I do plan on making a question and answer video for you guys, and most of the questions may come from people who know about the surgery, like around me. You guys have been wonderful. You've commented, and it's really encouraging, and so I do appreciate that. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video because I got to get to work, and I will see you guys later. Bye.